Hare Krishna, Shri Gurudev, Nagar Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya Bhagavat. So this is Madhyakanda chapter 2, and Lord Chaitanya is serving the Vaishnavas after his initiation. He closed his Sanskrit school, and he's become so much absorbed in humility and serving the Vaishnavas, carrying their clothes and preparing tilak for them, gathering clay from the bank of the Ganga and offering them tilak, and then collecting kusagras for them so they can do puja, and folding their clothes for them while they're bathing. He washes their clothes and dries them and folds them. Tahopari Hare Krishna Bhaktira Karan Tarasakshi Daryodan Vamshiramaran. Yet Krishna gives up this quality for the sake of his devotee. The annihilation of Duryodhana's family is proof of this. Vrindavan Das Thakur is explaining previously, we left off that Krishna is equal to everyone. But Krishna is equal to everyone, but he favors his devotees. So, because Krishna is a person, it's not a defect in the Lord, it's a bhushanam, it's an ornament. Because he's a person. If he was only a machine, the machines do the same thing everywhere, always the same. Machines, you take a canning machine to Japan, it'll make cans. And you take it to Delhi, it'll make cans. It's not going to change its operation because it's a machine. But God is not, at least personal, Krishna aspect of Godhead is not mechanical. It's personal. He's personal. So he also has his feelings. He has love, the capacity to receive love and give love. So that someone offers love to Krishna, then that love controls him. He's Bhaktavatsal. He's very affectionate. He's equal to everyone. Like someone, of course, we love all children, but we love our own children more. It's natural. Someone might say, I love all children. I give them toffees. I'm nice to them. I like them. But why do you love your own children more? Because it's reciprocation. They interact, they serve, they help you. They're yours also, mamta. You have this feeling of mamta. They're my children. So then I have more feelings for them. More connection, more relationship. So the same way, when a jiva, a conditioned soul, says, "Oh Krishna, you're mine, and I'm yours," he establishes a sambandha, a relationship with the Lord, and then the Lord turns his attention more to that jiva. Oh, you're interested in me? You want to be mine? You want to be in my gotra, Achyuta gotra? You want to serve me? Because I didn't ask anybody to serve me. I give everyone free will. This is my equality. Everyone has equal free will. Everyone has independence. Everyone has equal share of this world. I supply food and light to everyone, demons and devotees alike. But you're turning your face towards me? You want to serve me? You want to love me? Well, then I must turn my face towards you. This is the nature of love. Love is attractive. If someone loves someone, then that love is attractive to the beloved. And then when they return the love, then that binds the two together. So Krishna becomes bound by love. So it's shown here, this is told here, that he gives up the sake of this equality for the sake of his devotees. Krishnera karaye seva bhaktira sabhav bhakti lagi Krishnera sakala anubhav. It is the nature of devotees to serve Krishna, and whatever Krishna does is for the sake of his devotees. So this is the bhakti sabhav, Krishna seva. This is the sabhav, the very nature of a devotee is always serving Krishna. And anubhav, sakala anubhav. Anubhav means an expression of love. Anubhav, what follows anubhav, what follows the bhav. So Krishna expresses his love or reciprocates by serving the devotees or acting for the pleasure of devotees. That's the primary reason why Krishna comes here. He comes to teach and display his pastimes, teach the foolish and teach the ignorant about Godhead. But moreover, that he does always. But he comes to show his love for his devotees and display his pastimes. The devotees want to see him. They want to see his pastimes. Say Prabhu Gauranga Sundara Vishwamvara Guda Rupe Ache Navadvipara Bitar. That same Lord Krishna is Gaurasundara Vishwamvara, who is residing in Navadvip in a covered form. Gudha Rup, like Gufa. Chinite na pare keha Prabhu apanar ya sabara lagiya hoila avatar. No one could recognize their own Lord, even those for whom the Lord appeared. All the Krishna bhaktas, they couldn't recognize that Krishna was walking among them. That Krishna was now chanting with them and meeting with them and even serving them. They couldn't recognize at this juncture in Gaur Leela. Krishna Bhaji Bharajara Ache Abhilash Se Bhajuka Krishnara Mangala Priyadas. Let anyone who desires to worship Krishna worship his dear auspicious devotees. Purport. If out of good fortune and heaps of pious activities from many lifetimes someone develops a desire for the service of Krishna, then he should constantly serve those who are very dear to Krishna. As a result of this, he will certainly attain pure service to Krishna. The dear devotees of Krishna alone are the eternal benefactors of the entire world. Sabare Shikaya Gora Chandra Bhagavan Vaishnavera Seva Prabhu Karya Apan. Gaurachandra taught everyone to serve the Vaishnavas by his personal example. An example is louder than precept. Sabari Shikaya, Shika, he gave instructions. Bhagavan, Gaurachandra Bhagavan. Bhagavan Gaurachand, the same Krishna Chand, Bhagavan, Krishna Chandra Gaurachandra. Vaishnav Seva Prabhu Karya Apan. He did it himself. Jiva Doya Vaishnav Seva Nam Ruchi. This is the way. Exhibiting the ideal example of service to the Vaishnavas, who are his own devotees, Shri Gaura Hari, the Jagat Guru, instructor of all, taught the entire world about the exclusive importance of serving devotees of the Lord. Saji Wahe, Duti Wahe, Lajanahi Kare, Sambrame Vaishnavagan, Hatta Asidari. Vishwamvara did not feel shy as he carried their flower baskets and clothes. They would have baskets they would take bath and they take their baskets and collect flowers from different bushes along the roadside and flowering trees and plants. Like you see sometimes at Govardhan, people are collecting flowers. So he would carry the baskets while they were bathing, go pick all the flowers. And Deity Vishwambarera Vinaya Bhaktagan Akaitava Ashirvad Karesarvakshan. Seeing Vishwambara's humility, all the devotees continually offered him their heartfelt blessings. This is the thing. Vinay Ashirvad Akaitava. There's no cheating. The word kaitav, same in Hindi, right? Cheating, kaitav. Is that word kaitav? What do you say, cheating? Dharma brocha de kaitavotro. You don't have any word like that in Hindi, cheating? What do you say, cheating? You don't have the word in Hindi? Come on, man. This is the land of cheating, man. Doka. What about kapat? What does kapat mean?
Kapat is different.
Kapat is cunning.
Hypocrisy. You think something else.
Seeing Vishwambhara's humility, all the devotees continually offer their heartfelt blessings. The word akaitava is explained. Desires for dharma, art, kam, moksha, rather than desire to serve Krishna, is kaitav, or duplicitous. So kaitava means duplicity. Therefore, akaitava refers only to the desires, akaita means free from that, means only to the desire for serving Krishna. So now, the devotees, the Vaishnavas, the Nadia Vaishnavas were very happy to see the conversion of Vishwambhara to their fold. They were happy to see that he was taking up Vaishnav Dharma and giving up this scholarship of Sanskrit and his pride in being a great pundit and arguer. And they saw this great humility. They were very happy. They blessed him. Ashirvad. So, oftentimes, people, they go to a saintly person and they meet him and they say, oh, we came for darshan. Somebody called me up yesterday, Dr. Aurora, his wife, and then he and his sister-in-law from Delhi, Sangeet. And then they said, oh, we're in Vrindavan, we want to come and take your darshan. We want your blessings. Some people, they go for darshan and they ask for blessings. But you'll see here from this example of Chaitanya Bhagavat, blessings means shiksha. Generally people don't want that. They don't tell me anything. Just tell me Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalaya Stanohari. Just bless me that everywhere I'll be situated in auspiciousness. Akala Mrityuharanam, Sarva Vyadi Vinashanam. May I be free from all diseases. Sarva Vyadi Vinashanam. Bless me that all my disease will be destroyed. This is generally what Brahmins say. They say, Sarva Vyadi Vinashanam, Akala Mrityuharanam. May you be free from untimely death. May you not die untimely, because no one likes to die, timely or untimely. And may you be free from all disease. No one wants disease. And then that's the general thing they say. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnum, Mangalam Pundarikaksham, Mangalam Guru Dwaja, Mangalaya Stano Hari. And people are happy with that. Very good. Fine. But if you go to the sadhu and he says, listen, what are you doing? Are you vegetarian? No, I eat onions, garlic, chicken, all these things. Hey, stop this. This is all Maya. You go to hell doing this. You should become vegetarian, pure vegetarian, right now, from today. You promise me. Don't walk out of this ashram unless you promise me. You give up all these bad habits. And you should start chanting Hare Krishna every day, 2 rounds. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't come for that Ashirvad. But from the example of Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya's Leela, we see something different. The Ashirvad Kade. At that moment, the Vaishnava is being very pleased with the humility, because this is, of course, the prerequisite to receive shiksha. Is humility, and this is what Krishna tells in Gita. That there's a prerequisite. If you want to receive shiksha, because generally no one is exhibiting that prerequisite, so then the acharyas don't bestow the real ashirvad. There's 2 types of ashirvad, the fake one and the real one. The fake ashirvad is give the guy what he wants. Right? The guy wants sense gratification. So then you give fake ashirvad. Yes, enjoy. Yes, mangala raho. Kush raho. You ever see like acharyas, these people when they give benedictions, or when they get they always put their finger like this. You know why that is? So no one can read their palms. There's lines on the palm. It's called palmistry. So you see, I have one friend in those Palm Street, and he said that he was telling about Prabhupada's life just from seeing Acharya films. Because sometimes Prabhupada is going like this or something. And he said, I was reading your Guru's hand from the television. But if you see, usually these Brahmins, if you have any familiarity, if they give blessings or they go like this. You go to Kumbh Mela, I went twice to Kumbh Mela, they always go like this. No one can read their lines then. It's very clever. Anyway, if you're in the blessing business, hide your fortune lines, because no one's supposed to know these things. A lot of it's on your forehead anyway. And good Jyotish, she can read your forehead and tell you so many things about you. Shape of your forehead, the nose, the lines, everything. Yeah, that's why ladies cover their heads. You can't read anything about them except whatever else is there. So the real Ashirvad is that you give shiksha, you give instructions by which the person can come out of illusion. Tamasimam Jyotirgama. Because everyone's in ignorance, tamasi. So to come to the light, you need the light of knowledge, enlightenment, proper, relevant teachings. You're in Maya. And you're going to hell. You're suffering. What kind of work do you do? Oh, I have an export business. What do you export? Leather. Leather? Are you out of your mind? You're crazy? For every cow that you kill, you have to be born as a cow for every hair on the body of that cow and be slaughtered. Okay, get out of this business. Stop this business. You're the first saint that ever told me anything like this. I've been to so many people in Hardwar and Benares and given so many donations to so many ashrams, and they give me so many blessings. And I come to you and you turn me upside down, shake me upside down. I said, yes. Because if you stay in this business, you're going to hell for 1,000,000 lifetimes. I don't care about your money. You keep your money. You came to me, said, I just want to take your darshan, I want your blessings. Okay, you got them. Double barrel. Because saints aren't businessmen. They don't. Their only business is udhara, welfare. Your welfare, not mine. Businessman is only thinking my welfare at your expense. So bogus saints, they're thinking of their welfare, their ashram's welfare. How much money can you give me? So therefore I have to treat you very nice and give you some nice sherbet and relax, and how's the family, this, that, chit-chat, make you feel happy, give you some nice prasad. You stay in my ashram, it's nice, no charge, and you feel good, and then when you leave you give 1 lakh donation. Butter them up, make them feel good, and get their money. This is what they do all over India, all these so-called sadhus. But our Gaudiya line is something different. Parakara upakara. Parakara upakara. This is upakara. So what do they say? Bhaja Krishna Smara Krishna Shuna Krishna Nam Krishna Hausabara Jivandana Pran. Worship Krishna, remember Krishna, and hear the names of Krishna. Let Krishna be the life and wealth of everyone. Balaha Krishna, Hao Krishna Das, Toma Hridaya Krishna Hauna Prakash. Please chant the name of Krishna and become a servant. May Krishna manifest within your heart. See this kind of ashirvad. Not, yes, may your daughter pass her exams, and may you be healthy. Sankat mochan, may you be free from all your cuts. All your problems, whatever. So now, Krishna bhai aranahi spuruka tomar tomahaite dukkha jauka amasabakar. May nothing other than Krishna appear in your heart. Let all our miseries be dispelled by you. So now they're praying this to Lord Chaitanya. So we tell someone, yes, your business, forget it. Your family, forget it. May nothing other than Krishna appear in your heart. Because now you ask any family man, what's in his heart? His wife, his daughter, his son, his business. That's it. And so this ashirvad from the saints, they're telling Lord Chaitanya, they're telling Vishwambar, nothing, no wife, nothing, only Krishna in your heart. Krishna Jivan Dhan Pran. So, hey, what kind of ashirvad is that? This is not good. Trying to break up my family? Trying to make my husband a sannyasi? Jai Seva Damaloka Kirtane Rahase Tamahaite Tahara Dubuka Krishna Rase. May those fallen persons who ridicule the performance of kirtan drown in the transcendental mellows of Krishna consciousness. Jaina Tumi Shastre Sabad Jinila Samsar Tene Krishna Bhaje Kara Pashande Samhar. As you conquer the entire world with your mastery of the scriptures, now you should destroy the atheists by worshipping Krishna. Tumara Prasadi Jaina Amara Sakal Sukke Krishna Gaye Nachi Haya Vival. By your mercy, Vishwambar, may we all become overwhelmed with bliss while dancing and chanting the names of Krishna. Haribo Hastadiya Prabhura Angeti Bhaktagan Ashivada Kari Dukkha Kari Nivedan. In this way the devotees placed their hands on the head of the Lord and blessed him while submitting their sorrows. So they're blessing him. This is their Ashirvad. Be Krishna conscious. Spread Krishna consciousness. Forget everything else. May Krishna and only Krishna be in your heart. So if we follow this Guru Shastra and Sadhu, we follow these sadhus and we follow these gurus and we follow their scripture, this is how we should bless people. Krishna Matirastu. May your intelligence, may your mati, may your inclination only go towards Krishna. Or rather, Radhe Matirastu. Outside of Braj we say Krishna Matirastu. Because Lord Chaitanya was traveling everywhere outside of Braj and telling everyone, Krishna Matir Astu. Let it be, may it happen. May your mati, may your intelligence, your thinking, your desiring, your thought processes, your aspirations go towards Krishna. But in Braj, he was absorbed, so he didn't have any time to do any blessings. When Mahaprabhu was 2 months in Braj, he didn't give anybody any blessings. He just gave a slap to his stupid servant. Because his servant thought that Kaliya was dancing that Krishna was dancing in Kaliya, because some Muslim boatman was catching fish one middle of the night. So he gave him a slap. You stupid! It's not Krishna dancing in Kaliya in a Jamuna. It's some Muslim boatman with a lantern on his boat catching fish at midnight. That's there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, but here it's, this is a different thing. It's like, really. So they gave their blessings, hastadiya, with their hands, they ange bhaktagan. So then they submitted their sorrow. What is their duk? Their nivedan, their petition, their submission. They said, Vishwambar, they said, Navadvipe Bap, Jata Adhyapak, Krishna Bhakti Vakanite Savahaya Bhaka. In this Navadvip, my dear Bap, my dear Vishwambar, all the teachers are dumb in glorifying devotion to Krishna. Krishna Bhakti Vakanite Savahaya Bhak. They're all Bhak. Bhakavriti means, Bhak means like Bhakasura. Bhakasura, he looks very like big yogi. Bhakasura is a duck. He stands in the water, a white duck. They see him in Vrindavan. He stands there completely quiet, silent. He's absorbed. He's in samadhi. But actually, all he's thinking about is eating a fish. He's just looking down in the water, just standing still, and his legs up to his knees in the water, looking, only thinking, where is the fish? And then it pierces him in his beak and has him for lunch. So these teachers, they were all these words they were giving. They were devoid of Krishna Bhakti. So they were like, it was Bhak Bratis. They were impostor Brahmins, the follower of the vow of a duck, or he who always looks down in order to make a show of humility, but is actually cruel and pretends to be submissive. That's like there's a phrase, I've seen a takeoff on this concept. Sometimes they have sevak and sebak. You're supposed to be a sevak. Sevak means one who does seva. Seva kara, seva karo, sevak. But if you're not, so you're supposed to be very humble, you're not a pisanichina, and be absorbed in the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, and you're very submissive and very humble. But then there's sebak and sebak. Sevak is you're say Bakasura. You're with Bakasura. You're with Baka. You look like you're humble, but actually you're just thinking where how to get sense gratification or how to make money. You look like some ISKCON devotee, but actually you're a Sevak. You're not doing Seva. You're not a Sevak. You're a Sevak, and you're only looking for bucks, dollars. You go out there in the plea of being a humble preacher, but you're just making money and name life membership. Or it's like making a show of humility and pretending to be submissive, but actually you're just waiting for an opportunity to exploit the guru or take advantage of the situation. So these Brahmins, these Pandits of Navadvip, these Vaishnavas were saying they're all Sevaks. They're not Sevaks. Because they're not talking about Krishna Bhakti. But now you left that group. You left that group, and now you're a real Adhyapak. You're the real teacher now because you're beginning to teach Krishna Bhakti. And they go on. Ki sannyasi ki tapasvi, ki vagyani jata, bara e nadvipe achakata, kehana vakane bhap, krishnera kirtan, nahikare vakya ara, ninde sarvakshan. My dear, this word bap means father, it's an affectionate term. Bap can mean father, bap, father. Or my dear, that's how they're translating. My dear Vishwambar. All the great sannyasis, ascetics, tapasvis, and learned scholars that reside in Navadvip never explain the purport of the scriptures is to glorify Krishna Kirtan. Rather, they constantly engage in blasphemy. Vakya ara ninde. All their vakya, all their speeches, talks, they're all offensive. Yateka papishta shota se vakyadare trina jnana keyama sabare nakare. All the sinful listeners are captivated by their words. Papishta shrota. Papi shrota. Shrota means shruti, means those who listen. They're all abodes of papishta. Vakyadari. They're holding their words. They're catching their words. They're listening to them. All the sinful listeners of all these sinful speakers are captivated by their words, and therefore they consider us no better than straw. Trina Gyan Kea Ama Savarena. So they think all the smartas and all the shaktas of Navadvip, they considered all the Gyanis and Karmis and Yogis, they considered that this small group of Vaishnavas, Srivas Thakur, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, and Gadadhar Pandit and others, they were all they're like a piece of grass. They're nothing, insignificant. Just step on them. They have no value. Worthless fellows. Just sitting around all the time, Hare Krishna, and reading Bhagavatam, and crying, rolling on the ground, Krishna, oh, aho bhakti. And reveling in the bliss of Krishna Ras, Bhakti Ras. They're worthless fellows. They don't study Vedanta, they don't study Vyakaran, Kavi, or Naya. These guys. Santape Podayabap Deha Sabakar Kota O Na Shuni Krishna Kirtan Prachar. Therefore, my dear Vishwambar, intense sorrow is constantly burning our bodies. Santap Podaye Deha. For we never hear the propagation of the chanting of Krishna's name. Nashuni Krishna Kirtan Prachar. We never hear any kirtan or any prachar. No one's preaching, no one's chanting. It's so painful to us. Kane prasanna Krishna hoila savar e pate pravishta kari dilena tamar. Now Krishna has exhibited his pleasure with everyone. So he has admitted you on this path. Pravishta, Dilena, Apat. He has entered the Bhakti Marg. Krishna has allowed Mahaprabhu to enter the Bhakti Marg, the Pat, Pravishta Pat. This is because Krishna is prasanna. He's very, very happy. So Krishna has exhibited his pleasure with everyone, Sabari. So somehow Krishna is happy with everyone because he's bringing Vishwambar to the fold. Toma haite haibeka pachandira shai manete amara iya bujinu nishchai. We are confident now that all the atheists will be vanquished by you. Haribo. Chirajivi hayatumi laha krishnanam tomahaite vyaktahau krishna gunagram. Therefore live forever, become a chiranjeev, right? Live forever and chant the holy name of Krishna. Reveal the qualities of Krishna to everyone. Krishna gun gram. Vyakta. How? Krishna gun gram. So to everyone, Krishna's qualities, tell everyone. Bhakta Shivara Prabhu Shire Karilai Bhakta Shivare Se Krishnekte Bhakti Hai. The Lord accepted devotees' blessings on his head. For by the devotees' blessings one obtains devotion to Krishna. Bhakta Shivare Se Krishnekte Bhakti Hai. So everyone says, they go to some saintly person, oh Prabhu, oh Maharaj, oh Guruji, please give me your mercy. Please give me your blessings. So the person says, all right, you get up every day at 4 o'clock and you chant from 4 to 7 japa. Oh, wait a minute. Can you give me some other blessings? Can you give me some more comfortable blessings? You ask for blessings. So blessings means instructions by which you can become Krishna conscious. This is the blessing, the real blessing. This is real Ashirvad. Asli Ashirvad, not Nakli Ashirvad. Nakli Ashirvad is fake. Oh yes, pass your exams, be happy, be healthy, be holy. Haribo, Radhi Radhi. Just leave 1 kilo of sweets, 101 rupees on the altar, and I'll give you Ashirvad. But as soon as you say something like that will actually benefit me, and liberate me, and purify me, and elevate me closer to God, then, I gotta go right now. See, I'm busy, gotta go to Delhi. I don't want any more blessings, thank you. Close your blessing box, will you? I have to remember not to ask you for any more blessings. When they leave, they walk out and say, why did you ask for blessings, you stupid? You put your foot in your mouth. Now what are we going to do? Well, we always do that when you go to something. I didn't expect the guy was going to tell us something. I didn't expect he was going to give us instructions that we have to follow, otherwise don't come back. Like he said, I'm going to give you instruction. You really want my blessings? Okay. I'll give you my blessings. Now if you follow this, what I'm going to tell you, then you come back. If you don't, then jao. Wow, now we can't go back unless we follow what he said. This is the real thing. But no one wants the real thing. They want the fake thing. So this is the thing. This is real Ashirvad. To get teachings by which we can improve our lives. Shunya Bhaktira Dukkha Prabhu Vishwambar Prakashahita Chitta Hailash Satvar. On hearing about the devotees' distress, Lord Vishwambar desired to quickly manifest himself, because now they thought he was just some Vaishnava. So he wants to let them know that, guess what? Your suffering is over. God is amongst you. Prabhu kai tumi saba Krishna dayita tomara ye balasei hai bainishchita. Vishwambar said, you are all affectionate devotees of Krishna. So whatever you say will undoubtedly happen. Krishna Dayita. Dayita. Dayita means beloved. Tumi Saba Krishna Dayita. Dayita. Dayita means very beloved, very dear. Danya Mora Jivana Tomara Bala Bhala Tomara Vakanile Grasite Narakala. My life is glorious because of your words. Even the personification of death cannot transgress your words. So unlike some of the people we were mentioning about, Vishwambar was extremely happy to receive their Ashirvad in the form of shiksha. And he expressed his happiness here by saying, my life is glorious. Mora Jivan. My life has become dhanya, wealthy, fortunate, valuable, glorious because of Tamara Bhala, your words. Even death personified cannot transgress your words. In other words, you have given me Ashirvad. You have given me that great blessing by which I can become eternal. Because you've given me Krishna Shiksha. If someone gets Krishna Shiksha, the instructions of Krishna, if he receives teachings of Bhagavad Gita, Yari Deki Tahak, what's it? Yari Deki Tahak, Tari Kare Krishna Upadesh, Amra Agyana Guru Hanataridesh. He says that everywhere. Lord Chaitanya is telling we should give everyone Krishna Shiksha. Krishna says in Gita, Manmana Bhavamad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. He says, worship me, not your husband and wife and children. Madhyaji, worship me. He doesn't say in Gita, he doesn't say anywhere in Gita, Manu Seva, Madhava Seva. Vivekananda propagated this Mayavad philosophy. Manu Seva, Madhava Seva. You serve mankind, and then that's service to man is service to God. Krishna doesn't say that. He says, Madhyaji, worship me, not Manushyaji. This is what Krishna says in Gita, worship me, become my devotee, not don't worship your wife and become her devotee. You can do your duty, okay, but it doesn't mean you 99 hours a day you worship your wife. You maintain and do your duty. So he was happy. Oh, you gave me these words because these words, this Krishna Shiksha you gave me, this is real blessing because by these instructions, if I accept them in my life and I follow them, then I become deathless. I stand on the head of death. So he's saying that even the personification of death cannot transgress your words. It means that I accept your words, now I'll never die, because I'll walk on the path of transcendence, become perfect by your blessings. Because they told me, you chant Hare Krishna, right? They said, keep Krishna in your heart, always chant Hare Krishna, worship Krishna. So if you do that, you'll never die. Kon charahaya papa pashandiragan sukegiya kara Krishna chandra kirtan. Now, responding, because they gave Ashirvad, the Vaishnavas of Navadvip, Nadia Vaishnavas, they gave Ashirvad to Vishwambara, and blessed him and gave him instructions. But then they revealed their minds also. They were a little unhappy, dukkha, about all these pashandis and atheists, and all these smartas and shaktas. They ridicule us, and they don't care anything about us, and they laugh at us and scoff at us. So now he's trying to give them blessings in return by comforting them. Why should you bother about these insignificant, sinful atheists? Pap pashandiragan. Gan means group of. This group of poppies and pashandis, these atheists and sinful people. What do you care about them for? Sukhe Giya Kara Krishna Chandra Kirtan. Just sing, Giya, Sukha Giya. Sing with happiness. What? Sing about Krishna Chandra. Krishna Chandra Kirtan. That moon over Braj, Vrindavan Chandra. So now Vrindavan Das Thakur. So he said, don't worry, don't forget about it. You do Kirtan. You told me to do Kirtan. You happily do Kirtan. You said you're Duk. They said we're Duk. We're feeling so much sorrow because they don't care anything about our teachings. They don't care anything about our Vishnu. They don't care anything about our Ishtadev. We're very unhappy. So then he replied, they said Duk and he said Suk. So these are the two opposites. You can either be Duk or Suk. So they said, oh, we Duk Gaya. They said Duk Gaya. We've gone Duk. Gaya means gone, go. Duk Gaya, we've gone unhappy. So then he said Suk Giya. Don't Duk Gaya, don't go unhappy, but Giya, sing Gaya. He says Giya means sing. Giya means sing. Suk Giya, sing happily. Be happy. He's saying sing happily. What do you? If you're in happiness, then where's the Duk? If you're in Suk, then there's no Duk. And if you're in Krishna's Suk, then you'll never get in Duk. This is Andam Bodhivardhanam. It increases moment to moment. Pratipadam, step after step, the happiness and Suk and bliss increases as long as you're chanting Krishna Kirtan. Krishna Sankirtan Vijayate, right? Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. And what does it mean? Param Vijayate. It means complete victory. Param means absolute, total victory, conquer everything. Vijayati means Vishesh Jaya, a very special kind of victory, a victory that no hero can attain. No Kshatriya, no hero, no weightlifter, no Olympic champion can attain such a victory as this. From Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan, because Sri Krishna Sankirtan gives you Vishesh Jaya, a very special kind of victory. What kind of victory? Victory over death. And everyone else is defeated by death. Sarva, Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. Krishna says in Gita, Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. I come as death and take away everyone and everything. Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. But there's no Mrityu for the devotee. He never dies. So this is a really special victory. And you don't have to be a hero or a Kshatriya. You can be a Shudra or a Pashanda. You can be a Chandra, anything. If you take up Nam Sankirtan, you can get this victory. So he says, Pram Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So there's no suffering there. As long as you're chanting, there's no suffering. When you stop chanting, then the suffering begins. Oh, I got this problem, I got that problem, like this, my father, my mother, my uncle, my job, this, that. When you're chanting, Hare Krishna, oh, that's nice. Chant and be happy. Stop chanting, be unhappy. Chant, sukha. No chant, dukkha. It's really easy. Why are these devotees smiling on Sankirtan? I think they're on drugs. People in the West, they see devotees, they chant on Sankirtan, and they're quite happy. And especially after 4 or 5 hours in street Sankirtan, you become, go crazy. Become blissful if you actually take part. If you're just window shopping and street walking, then you're on Duke. You're duking it out. Duking it out with the Duke. The Duke of Duke. So, and then people say, "Oh, what's with these people? We're unhappy. Everyone else is unhappy and miserable on the street, and these guys are smiling from ear to ear and banging on this drum and hitting these trash can lids." That's what they call cartels, trash can lids. Bang, bang, bang. And what is with? And then they conjecture. I think they're on drugs. They were all hippies before. See, look at those sikhas. Those sikhas are 3 feet long. They must have been hippies. These really long sikhas means they had long hair before they got their hair off. They must be on drugs. How can nobody can be that happy unless they're on drugs. Or whiskey or something. Because we know ourselves from our own experience that we can never be happy unless we take a few this or that. But no, I'm sorry, sir. This is the holy name. This is it. So Mahaprabhu, he's telling from then, he said, the Lord cannot tolerate suffering of His devotees. The Lord always incarnates for the sake of His devotees. So it's very interesting because at this point, Lord Chaitanya is like playing with them because they're suffering. He's saying, just sing, happily sing Hare Krishna. Don't worry about these guys. Don't you know that the Lord, He comes. Yada yada hi dharmasya paritranaya saranam vinashaya tradiskritam. He comes to annihilate the demons and liberate the devotees. You know that. Relax, everyone. They don't even at this time. They don't know. He's already. It's like foreshadowing. He's already starting to indicate. He said, don't you know why the Lord can't tolerate the suffering of His devotees? He always comes for the sake of His devotees. Here I am. I'm standing in front of you. Here I am. They haven't realized that yet. Ebe bhuji tomara. Anaiba Krishna Chandra Navadvipa Karaiba Vaikuntha Ananda. Vishnuvar said, now I can understand that you will cause Krishna to make his appearance and fill the entire Navadvip with the happiness of Vaikuntha. Can you imagine if they recall this conversation later? In other words, later Vishnuvar revealed his godhood, his Bhagavata. And they understood that he's Sarva-avatari, that he's all the Vishnu avatars and all the Das avatars, and he's Ram, and he's Krishna, and he's Nrsimha, and he's Vishnu, and he's everyone. He showed all these forms, and they realized that, Sadbhuj and everything. So then they said, wait a minute, remember when we had that conversation, we said we were very unhappy, and he said, yes, soon God will come here. He was fine with us. He remember that conversation? Yes, I have it, look, I got it on my mobile, recorded it. We can play it back. He's saying, by the mercy of you all, the entire world will be delivered. You will induce Krishna to incarnate. All of you please consider me your servant and give me the benediction that you will never leave me. He's really having fun. Huh? The Lord is like he enjoys his devotees, but he's not having fun that they're in distress. He's pacifying them and alleviating their distress by reassuring them that yes, God is coming very soon, sooner than you think. Matter of fact, I'm right here. But shh, I'm not gonna tell you yet. Thomas Savahaite Habe Jagadudar Karaiba Tumara Krishna Avatar. To do Udar, the Avatar. Seva Karya More Sabe Janiba Ebara More Kabu Na Tori Hariba. Please consider me your servant. Sevak, not Sevak. Sevak Karya More Sabe Janiba. Janiba, Jana. You think of me, you know me, you think of me, all of you. You just think of me. I'm your servant. Das was me. And then what did he do? Sabara Chanana Duli. Lai Vishwambar. Ashivada Sabe Karina Bahutar. Vishwambar took all the dust from the feet of the Vaishnavas and they abundantly blessed him. Now when they look back on this, they say, oh my God, remember that conversation we had back there on the streets and we were giving him blessings and he said, yes, soon God will come. And then he prayed to us that we would never leave him. And then he took the dust of all of our feet and put on his head. My God, I feel so embarrassed. That was God. God was taking the dust from our feet. And he was playing with us like this, like some kind of, cat and a mouse or something. Let him catch him and then let him go, and he runs away and bring him back. He's just playing with us. When he took the dust of our feet, we all blessed him. We gave him more ashirvad. Oh my God, I feel so embarrassed. I hope he'll forgive us. Ganga snana kariya chalila sabagar prabhu chalilena tabe hasya antar. Thereafter all the devotees took bath in the Ganga and then returned home. The Lord also returned to his home, smiling. I would imagine so. He really pulled off a fast one on everybody. Because he's about to reveal his godhood to everyone. So we'll continue there tomorrow. Any questions? Yeah.
You were talking about the principle of shiksha.
Yes.
So
I was talking about the principle of Ashirvad. Mm-hmm. Now, real Ashirvad is to give shiksha. Mm-hmm. That's the principle I was talking about. Sadhu, the principle I was talking about is sadhu giving blessings, which in Sanskrit is called Ashirvad. And usually they say, okay, pass your exams, be healthy. But the real Ashirvad is to give spiritual teachings, or shiksha, by which a person gets liberated from birth and death.
Mm-hmm. So what's the difference between sadhu giving advice and diksha?
It's two ways of saying the same thing. Shiksha guru is a sadhu, and shiksha means advice. So that you just said the same thing twice. In other words, there's no difference. What's the difference between a cow and a guy? Guy is Hindi for cow. There's no difference. Shiksha means instruction. So whether a sadhu gives you instructions to point you towards Godhead, when a sadhu gives you instructions to point you towards Godhead, then he's called a shiksha guru. Guru means teacher, and shiksha means instructions. I don't see what your question is.
Because it said the three principles of Shastra, Guru, and Sadhu.
Oh yeah, okay. Now that's a more appropriate question. There's Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. These principles are there. So as far as this goes, when that term Guru is there, it's referring to Diksha Guru. And Sadhu would be a Shiksha Guru. Sadhu means Shiksha Guru, and Guru means Diksha Guru, and Shastra means the support of both. Both take their support from Shastra. And of the three, Shastra is primary. Although sometimes some acharyas say Guru can override Shastra. But our Prabhupada presented it like that. That the Guru must be whatever he says must be supported by Praman, Shastra Praman, evidence from Shastra. He's not free to say, oh well, no one should bathe in Radhakund. Well, why? Well, it's my feeling. But the Shastras are saying something different. Oh, anyway, forget the Shastra, it's my opinion. This particular thing can be touchy. So what do? You follow Shastra? Actually, there's some anecdotes like this. Do you follow Shastra or you follow Guru? And I can't remember actually. There's some anecdotes about this, and where the disciple is tested whether he should follow Guru or Shastra. The one that it's similar to this is because Krishna is the Adi Guru. So when Krishna was stealing yogurt, one lady, she tried to catch Krishna by putting bells everywhere. Bells around her door, bells around her window, and bells around her yogurt pot. So Krishna was to tip the door or the window or the yogurt pot, then the bells would ring and she would catch him. So when Krishna came to the door and to the window, the boy said, "Oh, look at all those bells, how will we break in?" So he said, "Listen, I am Bhagavan, I command you, I am controlling every inch of creation, you don't make any noise. Let us open the window and door and get in there." So the bells were quiet, and Krishna went in the door, went in the window, went in the door of the butter storeroom. And then there were bells around the yogurt pot. There was a ring of bells. So if he puts his hand in, it would start ringing. So then Krishna stood on the shoulder of some cowherd boys and some mortar and whatnot. And then he put his hand in, and he told the bells, "Now you don't make any noise, and let us eat this butter." Butter. So this fresh churned butter is beautiful butter made from yogurt, which is so good, especially it's fresh. He put his hand in there, and then as soon as he started eating, the bells started ringing. Ding, 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 ding. He said, "Hey, I told you to shut up. What is this? Why are you ringing?" And then the lady came and she caught Krishna, and then the Krishna said to the bells, "What is this? Why are you ringing? Don't you know?" Then the bells, a personification of the bells appeared there and said, "Oh, my dear Lord, I'm very sorry. I didn't know what to do because in the Shastras you're telling, the scriptures and Shastras is saying whenever Bhagavan eats, you have to ring a bell. But now you yourself, you're here yourself, the personification. You're the Adi Guru, the personification of Shastras. You're yourself here telling me not to ring. So I didn't know whether to follow you or the Shastra. So I followed the Shastra." So Krishna says, "Yes, that's right. You follow the Shastra. That's always right." So in this particular anecdote, it shows that the Shastra takes precedence over the Guru. The Guru is giving one order, but which is different than the Shastra. The Shastra says Krishna eats, the bells have to ring. But now Krishna himself is eating, he's telling the bells not to ring. So that's the standard of measurement is always a Shastra. But there you will also, this is how Prabhupada presented, and this is how the followers of ISKCON, we follow this line of thought. But if you study the gamut of Vedic philosophy, in many places it'll say that Guru is supreme. The Guru can even change the Shastra. But what he does change, so people take advantage of this and mislead their followers. What the actual letter of this, what the actual meaning of this is, that Guru can change the detail of Shastra, but not the principle. This is the real meaning. And that even Prabhupada himself did that. The principle is to chant the holy name, Kirtaniya Sadari. And his Guru said, if you don't chant 64 rounds a day, you're an animal. But certainly Prabhupada didn't start ISKCON to collect a group of animals. ISKCON is not another name for a zoo. But by his Guru's standard, then we're all animals, because we're not chanting 64 rounds a day. So Prabhupada changed the detail according to circumstance, Kala, Desha, and Patra. But he didn't change the principle. The principle is Nam Sankirtan. The detail is how many rounds. So therefore, you might say he's changing something, but he's not changing the principle. In some places, because Krishna says in Bhagavatam, 11th canto, Acharya Mam Vijanayan, that I am the Guru. The Guru is me. Sarvadeva Maya Guru. The Guru is the sum total of all the devatas. So therefore, the king is above all law. They have this phrase. The king of the country, he's the most powerful. He makes the law, he can break the law. Hey, what's this? The king said everyone can only have one wife in this country, but he has 20. Well, okay, go and protest. King, it's not right. Okay, you defeat me, then you can change the law. You can be the king. If you don't like my kingdom, then out. No, so the king is above the law. So in some places, and the gurus take advantage of this concept that the guru is above the law, or the guru is more than Shastra. The guru is God. Even they worship like that. Guru is God. And they say, Krishna says Guru is God. And without mentioning any names, but there's some very prominent spiritual groups in India that they worship the Guru like God. They have Julan Yatra for him. Everything's for him. Everything's for him. So that's a very delicate point. The Guru should be worshipped as, our Guru Maharaj always said the Guru is a representative of God. He doesn't change the teachings of God, he represents them. He's the ambassador, but he's not the Prime Minister. He's the ambassador. Reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhyakanda, chapter 2. Yesterday we heard, or day before yesterday, we heard about Vishwambar's extreme expression of gratitude and humility towards the Vaishnavas of Mayapur. He took the dust from all the feet, and they abundantly blessed him. Thereafter everyone bathed in Ganga. And then the devotees were revealing their mind after blessing the Lord. Then they were revealing their mind. When he was walking home, he was recalling the distress of his devotees. Apane bhaktera dukkha shuniya takur pashandira pratikroda bharila prachor. On hearing the distress of his devotees, Vishwambar's anger towards the atheists increased greatly. Samharimu sababali kari ahankar muni se bale bari par. Vishwambar roared loudly, saying, I will kill them all! He repeatedly exclaimed, I am he! I am he! Shane hase, shane khande, shane morchapai, Lakshmi re dekhiya shane mari bhare jai. Sometimes Vishwambar Mahaprabhu laughed. Sometimes he cried. Oh. Sometimes he fell unconscious on the ground. And sometimes when he saw Vishnu Priya, he rushed forward to beat her. Lakshmi Dekhiya Shani Mari Bhare Jai. His translator is saying beat her, but the word is saying kill her. Mari Bhare. The translator can't bear to write that. So he said beat her. Beat her to death. That is the correct statement. Mari Bhare Jai. Beat her to death. E matta hoila prabhu Vaishnava avesh Shachina bujaya kon vyadi va vishesh. In this way the Lord was fully absorbed in the mood of Vishnu. What about Vishnu Priya? You wanted to kill her. Yet Mother Shachi could not understand whether or not he was diseased. Shachina bujaye kon vyadi vavishesh. It seems that my son has some very peculiar vishesh vyadi, very peculiar special disease. He's trying to kill his wife. He's saying he will kill them. And he's saying, I am he. He's crying, he's laughing, he's falling unconscious on the ground, and he gets up and runs after his wife to kill her, beat her. My son, Nimai, Vishwambar, appears to have some very special rogue disease. Sneha binu shachikichu nahi jane ar sabare kahaina Vishwambarera vyava bhar. Sachi did not know anything other than affection for her son. He's my son and I love him. Sneha. Kichu nahi jane. I don't know. Kichu jane. I don't know anything else. He's my baby. I love him. But she told everyone, Sabari Kahena. She told everyone about his strange behavior. What did she say? Vidatta J. Swami Nila Putragan. Avashishta Sakale Achaye Ekjan. Providence has taken away my husband and son. Only this one remains. Taharo ki rupamati bujana ne jai. Shane hase, shane khande. Shani Murkapai. I cannot understand the state of Vishwambara's mind. He laughs, he cries, sometimes he falls unconscious. Apane apane kahe, mane mane kaha, kata, shani bale chindon pashandira mata. Vishwambara talks to himself. He says, do you know what he says when he's talking to himself? He says, I will tear the head off the atheists. Chindan pashandira mat. What does the second line of this verse really mean? Vishwambara said, I will sever the heads of the atheists. I will smash them. This is what he said. Mother Shachi went on. She said, Kshane giya gachera upar dhali chade na meli lochan chane pritivite pode. Sometimes he climbs a tree and sits on a branch. He's not a boy, he's 20 years old. Keeping his eyes shut. He sometimes falls to the ground. Boom! Danta karamari kare, malasatta mare, gharagari jaya kichu vachana spore. Vishwambara gnashes his teeth. He tucks up his loincloth like a wrestler. He falls to the ground, unable to utter the word. Mala Sata Mare. Vrindavan Das Thakur said, Nahi deke shuni loka Krishnara vikar, Vayu gyana kori loka bale bondi bar. People have never seen or heard such transformations of ecstatic love for Krishna any time before in the history of humanity. Thinking that it was madness, everyone said he should be tied up, bound like an animal. Vayu Gyan Kari, look, Bali Pandibar. He's madman. Pagal, Prem Pagalini, Prem Pagal. Shachi Mukke Shuni JJ, Deki Bare Jai, Vayu Gyan Kari Sabi Hasya Palai. Those who came to see Vishwambara after hearing from Mother Shachi, they simply laughed and rushed away, thinking that he was suffering from insanity. He's gone pagal. Crazy man. Crazy man. Aste, vyaste, mayegia ana ye daria. Loka bale purvavayu janmila asiya. They quickly took Mother Sachi to the side and tried to pacify her, saying, it is due to some previous derangement that has now reappeared. Before he was crazy, and now he's crazy again. Purvavayu janmila asiya. His life airs went wacky. His life airs went wacko before, and now it's happening again, Mother Shachi, so watch out. Keha bale tumita, abhoda takurani, aravahiyana varta jigyasaha keni. Oh Takurani, Sachi, you are so ignorant? Abhoda? Why do you want to ask further about his condition? He was crazy before, and he's crazy now. Purvakara vayuasi janmila sharir, dui paye bandhana koriya rakka kare. Sometimes previous madness, Purvakar, has again appeared in his body. What to do? I'll tell you what to do, Shachi. Tie up his 2 legs and keep him in the house. Dui paye bandhan koriya rakka kare. Protect him in the gar. Keep him here. Lock him up. What else should you do for your mad son? Kahi bari deha tav narikela jal. Yavat unmad vayu nahi karaban. Well, give him green coconut water to drink until his madness is cured. This is the First tie up the madman and give him medicine. What medicine? Dav water. Coconut water. It's a very common understanding in Bengal, if you live there for some time, that people say, oh, you're suffering from intense anger? You're a very, very angry person? You're a Krodi Wali? You look like one. No, so you too. Very Krodi Wali. Mad, angry girl. Angry person. And what do they say in Bengal? You should tell your mad daughter, or your mad wife, or this mad man, don't eat anything, but for 40 days, drink Dav water. This is very common prescription for a mad lady or madman. No rice, no dal, and certainly no Karela, because you really get hot-headed with that stuff. And no chili band hoga. Mirch band hoga. Hara mirch, lal mirch, band hoga. Don't take. Only morning, noon, and night for chalis din, coconut water, dav. And what will happen after 40 days? You have two choices. You will die, and if you don't die, then your anger will be destroyed by this water of the coconut. Dav jal. It's a very, very common thing. You ever heard this in this ring? I have 10, 12 years I stayed 3 months in Bengal. Give him green coconut water to drink until his madness is cured. Unmad vayu nahi karibal. Kihabale itte appa ashode ki kare. Shiva grita prayoge se vayu nistare. Someone else said, what can a little medicine do? His disease will be cured only if you smear some medicated ghee on his head. In other words, his head is the source of his craziness. So rub some ghee on his head. Oh, that's a good idea. But Shiva Groot. Shiva Groot is a special kind of ghee prescribed in Ayurveda for curing the disease of insanity. You need a special kind of ghee to cure your insanity. Pakataila Shirediya Karaiba Snan Yavat Prabala Nahi Hai Bekas Gyan. Apply medicated ghee, Pakataila, on his head and then give him a bath. Continue in this way until the disease subsides. What is Pakataila or Pakatail? This is medicated ghee, oils like Vishnu tail or Narayan tail. This is what the gopis used to rub on Radharani. It is red in color like her anurag, Narayan tail. It's told in Govinda Lilamrita. The Manjaris, they would see Radharani was like going mad. And viraha from Krishna, burning, viraha agni. So what to do? Naturally, she's deep separation and burning and separation from Narayan, Krishna, Damodar. So, what we should rub on our head? Narayan tail. Listen, Mother Shachi, look, we'll give you a good idea. You rub a little ghee on the guy's head and give him a bath. He'll cool down, chill out, and be cool in no time. He'll be all right. Parama Udhar Shachi, Jagatera Mata, Jara Mukhe Jay Shune, Kahe Se Kata. The most magnanimous Shachi is the mother of the universe, Jagat Mata. She would carefully follow everyone's advice. Nimai, take a little dav water, coconut water. Oh, it's not working? Okay, rub ghee on his head and bathe him. Chintaya vyakula aya kichu nahi jane. Govinda sharana layala kaya vakya mane. Mother Shachi was overwhelmed with vyakula. Chintaya vyakula. With anxiety, she didn't know what to do. Kichu nahi jane. So she took shelter of Govinda with her body, speech, and mind. Govinda Sharana Laila, Kaya, Vakya, Mane. Kaya is body, Mane is mind, and Vakya is words. Body, mind, and words. Vak, Man, and Kaya. It's a good idea, no? If anything you have problem, then Govinda Sharana. Body, mind, and words. This is certainly the best medicine. Srivas Adi Vaishnava Sabarastane Stan Lokadwara Shachikari Lena Nivedan. See, Loka, she sent you a Loka, she went to your door and gave you a Nivedan. This is information, Nivedan. So she sent a messenger to the houses of all the Vaishnavas headed by Srivas Thakur to inform them of the situation. Ek din gela tat Srivas Pandit Uti namaskara Prabhu Koila Sabahita. One day Srivas Pandit went to Sachi's place, and the Lord immediately got up and offered him a basin and says, Uti namaskar Prabhu Kailash Sabahita. Bhakti Deki Prabhu Ra Badila Bhakti Bhav Loma Harsha Ashu Pata Kampa Anurag. On seeing a devotee, Bhakti Deki, Vishwambar's devotional sentiments increased. Prabhu Badila Bhakti Bhav. This Vishwambar would just see a devotee. It would have such effect on him. His Bhakti Bhav would jump and go so high. What would happen to his body? Loma, Harsha. The hairs on his body would become happy. Can you imagine? His hair would stand on end in happiness. Harsh. Ashrupat. He would shed tears and he would tremble at Kampa and Anurag. His attachment for the Lord would jump and leap in bounds just by his Bhakti Deki. Seeing a devotee of the Lord, he would, Lord, my Lord, Anurag, his rag, his attachment, a devotee, a Bhakta, Krishna, Govinda, Bhakta, my Lord, my Lord. At that time, the Lord was circumambulating Tulsi. But as soon as he would see a devotee, he immediately fell unconscious. Tula sire achila karite pradakshine Bhakti Deki Prabhu Murcha Poila Takane. Unbelievable. Vayapai Katashane Lagila Kandite Mahakampa Kabustire Napore Haite. After a while, the Lord regained consciousness, external consciousness, and began to cry, Kandite. He shivered so intensely that he was unable to remain still. Mahakampa kabustire, napari hoite. Adbhuta dekiya, Srinivas, or it says Srinivas, sometimes it says Srinivas. Manegan, Mahabhakti Jogya. Vayu Bale Kon Jan. When Srivas Pandit saw this wonderful sight, he contemplated, who is calling this madness? Kon. Vayu Bale Kon Jane. This is the highest state of bhakti, Mahabhakti Yog. The phrase Mahabhakti refers to the intense state of love of Krishna called Mahabhav. Mahabhakti, Mahabhav. It takes one to know one. So Srivas Thakur Narada Muni, he's a Bhakta avatar, he knows what's going on. He knows this, he's Bhakti, Shakti, he knows. Bhai, Bhai, Prabhu Bale, Pandit Tera Stan, Ki Buja, Pandit, Tumi Mora, E Vidhan. When Mahaprabhu came to Bayapai, external consciousness, he asked the Pandit, what do you think of my behavior? What do you understand of my condition? Someone suggested I should be tied up because of my insanity. Keha Bale, Mahavayu, Bhandi Bharatare, Pandit, Tumar, Chitte, Ki Laya Amare. Hell, Pandit, what do you feel about me? Pandit, Tumara Chitte, Kilaya Amare. What do you think about me, Srivas? Hasi Bale, Srivas Pandit, Balabai, Tumara Ye Matabai, Taha Amit Chai. Srivas Pandit smiled and said, your madness is great. It's great. It's good. I also want that same kind of madness that you have. Tomar, ye matabai, taha amichai. Because only the Antaranga Bhaktas of Mahaprabhu can understand this love of God. Mahabhakti Joga Deki Tomara Sharir, Shri Krishnera Anugraha, Hoila Tomare. Srivas Thakur said, Vishwambhara, I find the highest devotional symptoms in your body. Lord Krishna has bestowed his mercy on you. Krishna Anugraha, Hoila Tomare. Eteka, Shunila Jari, Shiva Seramukke, Shiva Sere, Alingana, Kaila Bhadasuke. When the Lord heard from Srivas, he embraced him in great happiness. Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. And tomorrow we'll continue with this class, because I cannot speak anything. And tomorrow we'll speak about Radharasura Nidhi. So please don't mind. Srivas Thakur, who was Narada Muni, he's telling that Mahaprabhu is in Mahabhav. So Mahabhav is Unmad. Yeah, Unmad. Unmad means intense separation from Radharani. From Krishna. Too much. I read about all the fools of Navadip said he's bad. Give him some ghee up, rub ghee on his head. Feed him some coconut water, tie him up, do something. He's mad. Srivas Pandit came and said, he's in love. He's full of prem. He's in Mahabhav. Bless me. Give me such madness. Make me mad like that. This is what I want. This is what we should all want. Such madness that Mahaprabhu has. This is what Srivas Pandit is saying. Can you feel it? Can you see it? It should just melt on the spot. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur ki, Radharasa Suranidhi ki, Vrindavan Das Thakur Veda Vyas ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Yesterday we were hearing about the meeting of Srivas Thakur and Vishwambar. And at this juncture in the Leela, Mahaprabhu has already closed his Sanskrit school, and all the Vaishnavas are very happy that he's displaying so much humility in his behavior and his speech and his actions. But sometimes he's going a little bit, he enters some states of madness due to the intense force of his love for Krishna. And such states were now being displayed in his house in front of Sachimata. And Sachimata was somewhat disturbed. She couldn't figure it out. She was just thinking, well, he's my son. But when people come to visit her, she would mention, her friends would come, and she'd say, I'm worried about my Nimai. And they would make different suggestions, thinking that they would say maybe he has some epilepsy or has some disturbance of his life airs. You can rub medicated ghee on his head, Shiva Grita or Narayan tail. You can rub Narayan tail or Shiva ghee, which is a medicated medicinal ghee. You can rub on his head, or Narayan tail, and then give him a bath in cold water. That will adjust his life airs and cool him down and pacify his brain and cool down his brain. Maybe he'll become okay. And they were suggesting different things. And they were basically saying it appears that he's suffering from some type of insanity or mental derangement. And Mother Sachi was saying, I don't know what's happening. I can't figure out what happened. All I know, he's my son. He's my son, and I just love him. And I lost my first son, and I lost my husband, and now I don't want to lose this son. And please tell me, what can I do? So then the Lord was somehow Srivas Pandit came, and then he met the Lord, and the Lord was in internal consciousness during these displays of insanity. He was actually deeply absorbed in Mahabhav, feeling great separation from Krishna in the mood of Radharani's Unmad, which Sachimata could not touch or fathom or approach from any time. But when he came to external consciousness, at that time Srivas Pandit had come to visit. He was quite elder to Lord Chaitanya and a friend of Jagannath Mishra and a neighbor also. So he would regularly visit. And he saw Lord Chaitanya, Vishwambar, who had come to external consciousness. And then, being rather aware, then Vishwambar asked Srivas, he said, do you think I'm crazy? Many people are saying I'm crazy, I'm insane. What do you think? And then Srivas, he said, no, I think you're exhibiting the deepest symptoms of ecstatic love of God. That's where we left off. Text 117, chapter 2, Madhyakanda, Chaitanya Bhagavat. Jaritumi vayohena balita amhare praveshi tama ajimuni gangara bitare. Vishwambar said to Srivas Pandit, if you, Srivas, had also concluded that I was insane, then I would have drowned myself in the Ganga this very day. In other words, Lord Chaitanya is saying here that I don't really care what anybody else says. I don't care if my mother or my friends or my students or any other person in Navadvip, if they say I'm crazy, it doesn't matter, I'll carry on. But if you, who are such a great devotee of the Lord, if you conclude that I'm crazy, then I should give up this body. Shivas Palena Jay Tamara Bhakti Yoga Brahma Shiva Sanakadi Manchaye Eboga. Srivas Pandit replied, the symptoms of devotional service that you display are desired by personalities like Brahma, Shiva, and Sanaka Kumara. Brahma, Shiva. Sabimili ekotai kariba kirtan jete kena naabale pashandi papigan. We will gather together and chant the names of Krishna Let the sinful atheists say whatever they want. The Pashandi, puppy gun, the group of sinners, the Pashandis, atheists. In other words, now we're going to start a secret society. Shivas Thakur is saying, Vishnuvar, we will start a secret society, a Sankirtan society. It's brewing now. Because already, we heard several verses ago, Vrindavan Das Thakur addressed Vishnuvar as Kirtan, Kirtan Nath. Remember Kirtan Nath? We have such a nice term, Kirtan Nath. Because he had begun Kirtan in a small way with the students. They did some Sankirtan. So this was the foreshadowing of the future Sankirtan movement. But now it's building up. Shachi Prati Srinivasa Balilavachan Chittera Yeteka Dukkha Karaha Krandan. Shivas then said to Sachi, give up all your anxieties. Everything's okay. Relax. But she was like so worried because her husband, lost Vishwarup, her eldest son. Now her other son is cracking up, going crazy. But she's like, she doesn't even know, and she has no idea what's going on. She can't figure it out. It's way beyond her perception or conception. So and the word is spreading around the village of Mayapur that Sachi's only son is cracking up. So different people have come over there to give some advice, and Srivas heard about it, so he came over and he said, relax, everything's okay. He's just in love of God. He didn't say all that, but he said, give up all your anxieties, chitta, dukkha, and just relax. Everything's okay. Khandan, just break them, just throw them away. Vayu nahi Krishna Bhakti balilun tomare, iha kabu anya jana bhuji bhari nare, bina lokastani iha, kichu na kahiba, aneka Krishna rajari rahasya dekhiba. I'll tell you, Sachi, this is not insanity. This is not a disturbance of his vayu. It's not his vat rog. It's not vat rog, the disease of his.
Bhavata samasita guna sundaram Gandhar bhakoti kamaniya vishishasya Govinda Adi Purusha Anganiyasya Sataya Yapi Bhakti Vasyanti Bhakti Dayanti Shila Jaganti Anda Shila Sadhu Jala Vigrasya Govinda Adi Purusha
Aja Vakata Vatsala Shri Gora Hari Aja Vakata Vatsala Shri Gora Hari Shri Gora Hari Sahi Goshta Bihari Shri Gora Hari Sahi Goshta Bihari Yashomati Chitahari Nanda Yashomati Chitahari Velo Halo Damodara Aisha Ekana Velo Halo Damodara Aisha Ekana Gamandire bosi kara bhojana Gamandire bosi kara bhojana Nandirani deshe baise girivara dhari Baladeva Saka Baise Sari Sari Baladeva Saka Baise Sari Sari Shukta Shakani Bhaji Nalita Kushmanda Shukta Shakani Bhaji Nalita Kushmanda Dalidana Dugha Tumbi Dadhi Mochakanda Dalidana Dugha Tumbi Dadhi Mochakanda Buddha Bodha Masha Bodha Ratika Gritana Shaskuli Pishtaka Kirpuli Payasana Shaskuli Pishtaka Kirpuli Sala Amla Dvadasha Prakara Amrita Sala Amla Dvadasha Prakara Luchi Chini Sarpuri Radula Sabali Luchi Chini Sarpuri Radula Sabali Bhojana Korena Krishna Hoye Kutuhali Bhojana Korena Krishna Hoye Kutuhali Radhikara Pakana Vividha Vyanjana Radhikara Pakana Vividha Vyanjana Parama Ananda Krishna Korena Bhojana Parama Ananda Krishna Korena Bhojana Jale Bale Ladhukai Sri Madhu Mangala Jale Bale Ladhukai Sri Madhu Mangala Bagala Bhajai Yara Deya Hari Bolo Bagala Bhajai Yara Deya Hari Bolo Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Bol Hari Bol Nitai Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Bol Hari Bol Radhikari Ganeheri Nayane Rakhone Radhikari Ganeheri Nayane Rakhone Chitta hoye kai Krishna Jashoda Bhavane Chitta hoye kai Krishna Jashoda Bhavane Bhojanante piye Krishna Subhasita Bhari Bhojanante piye Krishna Subhasita Bhari Save mukha prakalay hoye sari sari Save mukha prakalay hoye sari sari Hasta mukha prakaliya jata sakha gane Hasta mukha prakaliya jata sakha gane Anand vishrama kore bala devasane Anand vishrama kore bala devasane Jambula rasala ne tambula masala Jambula rasala ne tambula masala Dhake ye Krishna Chandra sukhe nidra gela Dhake ye Krishna Chandra sukhe nidra gela Vishalaka shiki puja chamara dulaya Vishalaka shiki puja chamara dulaya Apurvachayane Krishna sukhe nidra jaya Apurvachayane Krishna sukhe nidra jaya Yashomati akya peye dhanishto anito Yashomati akya peye dhanishto anito Shri Krishna prasada radha kunje hoyo prito Shri Krishna prasada radha kunje hoyo prito Lalitari sakhi gana avashesha paya Lalitari sakhi gana avashesha paya Mana mane sukhe radha Krishna guna gaya Mane mane sukhe radha Krishna guna gaya Hari lila ekmatra jara pramoda Hari lila ekmatra jara pramoda Bhagati Ridhai Thakur Bhakti Vinoda Bhakta Vatsala Shri Gura Hari
You have succeeded in finally driving me away from the church. That was the words. Last words we used to. Yes, something true.
Hare Krishna Hare
When I was telling you, I want to tell you something. He once he left when the brother called up. He told him that they were looking away.
Hare Ram
What did they message again? I don't any I got to maturity every time like that. Everything I have to do it, it's only in my mind. It doesn't come out because no time is every time.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari Bol. See you all.